Hello and welcome back, and today we're going to be cooking rabbit pie. So these are two lovely rabbits that I've defrosted overnight that I bought from the game dealer at my local farmer's market, and we'll just take a quick whiz around the rest of the ingredients. So streaky bacon, short crust pastry, ready made. I think life's a bit too short to make your own pastry, and I'm not really very good at it anyway, but you can if you want to, obviously. One onion that we're going to be using in the when we cook the actual filling for the pie, which we're not quite at yet. Mushrooms, parsley, peppercorns, 2 bottles of cider, we'll see where they come in a minute. Bay leaves, leeks, more onions, garlic, carrots and celery. And what we're going to do first of all is joint the rabbits. So 2 front legs, 2 back legs, probably cut the saddle in half. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook the meat, braise it for about an hour, hour and a half in the cider. Then with the root vegetables, again to put some flavour into the meat and into the stock. Then we're going to strip all of the meat off, and then we're going to kind of cook it again in a thickened sauce for the pie filling. So the first thing I'll do is joint the rabbits, chop all the veg, and then I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so I've jointed the rabbit, that's there. And I've chopped the vegetables, that's there. And I've taken the rabbit off and out, so that's the livers, kidneys, heart. And I'm going to fry that up for the dog to make his little doggy day. And what I'm going to do is fry off the rabbit and just brown it a bit and then take it out. Then I'm going to put the veg into the same pan and just sweat it off. Then put the meat back in, cover it with cider, top up with water, put in the bay leaves and the parsley and the peppercorns, and then just leave to simmer for probably an hour or so, or an hour and a half. So I'll get the meat on and I'll see you in a minute. So the rabbit has been browned off. Just in olive oil until it's kind of browned all over, and as you can see it's sitting there steaming. The veg has now gone in, so we'll move that around for a minute or two, just let it soften slightly, and then we'll put the meat back in. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so veg has been on for a while, and that has softened nicely, so now I'm going to put the meat back in, and then I'm going to cover it up with cider. So I'll see you in a second. So the meat is back in there, so 1 bottle of cider goes over. Again, I'm using Henny's cider because I like it. You can use whatever good cider you like, of course. Second bottle goes over. In with the peppercorns. 6 peppercorns, 4 bay leaves, the parsley, and I'm just going to top that up with cold water. And then put the lid on and turn it down to a simmer and just simmer it for about an hour, hour and a half until the meat is literally falling off the bones, because that's exactly what I want to happen, because I'm going to strip the meat off the bones. So I'll see you in about an hour, hour and a half. So that's now been bubbling away for about an hour and a half, and I know it doesn't look terribly attractive at the minute, but it will. What I'm going to do is drain it and keep the cooking liquid, so I'm going to strain it off, remove the meat. A couple of my friends have asked about what to do with the vegetables. Well, I've just been discarding them, but of course you can eat them. You can make them into a soup. You could save them and serve them with a rabbit pie. You can do pretty much whatever you want with them. But anyway, I'm not worried about the vegetables at this stage, so I'm going to strain that off and then strip all of the meat once the pieces of rabbit have cooled down. Strip off all the meat, and I'll do that, and I'll see you a bit later on. Okay, so that is all the rabbit meat, which has been stripped off the bone. That is all of the cooking juices, which has been strained, and the vegetables removed, so that's just the liquid. And over here, so we're going to start making the pie filling now. So that is chopped mushrooms, streaky bacon, and there's a small onion in there. I'm going to chop the parsley as well and put that in. So I'm going to fry that off, and then when it's cooked, I'll add the rabbit meat, and then make a roux, put some flour in, and then add the liquid back in. So let me get on with that. Oh, I wasn't recording. Bloody hell.